Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome back to the series on the Havamal. Today we're looking at verse 150. So we have three different translations to consider. The first reads, "A sixth I know, when something would harm me in runes on a moist tree's root, on his head alone shall light the ills of the curse that he called upon mine." That's Olive Bray. Excuse me, sorry, we're still struggling with this cough. Second translation. I know six. It will save me if a man cut runes on a sapling's roots with intent to harm. It turns the spell. The hater is harmed, not me. W.H. Auden and P.B. Taylor. And the final translation. For the sixth I know, if one wounds me with a green tree's roots, also if a man declares hatred to me, harm shall consume them sooner than me. That's vikingherb.org. So we're talking about return to sender. Do no harm, but take no shit is the watchword of many modern day practitioners. And while, of course, we should not go around initiating the use of force or making magical messes on purpose, it is a different matter if someone uses force against us or when a magical mess is brought to our own doorstep. Retaliatory action is morally justified for necessary magical self defense. And so, to return to sender spells are a time honored way of thwarting malicious intentions in a proportional way. One of the easiest and most common ways to achieve this is through incorporating mirrors in such spells, as the mirror will literally bounce the image and the energy back towards the center themselves. And it's a very simplistic form of blocking. So, what goes around comes around, as we've all heard many times. And sometimes this process occurs quite naturally, and sometimes it requires a bit of a helping hand. But either way, it behooves us to really carefully consider what kind of nastiness we decide to put into the ether, because we all do. I mean, all of us have our emotions, our feelings, and our thoughts that aren't necessarily fit for public consumption, and sometimes they go out into the public eye anyway. And whatever we're feeling, even if we're not expressing that energy is still present among us and in us, and it's interacting with the energies that are surrounding us. So it's we shouldn't fool ourselves into thinking that when we keep things to ourselves that we're really keeping it that much to ourselves. We might be limiting the damage, but it is still going out there. And especially if our rancor is directed at a specific person, concentrated malevolence can have the same effect as a formal curse. And it's all too easy to add to the general state of ill manners, baneful intentions, and harmful actions. But it raises the question, is this really what we're on Earth for? Just to make things worse? Do we have no higher purpose, higher calling, higher principles human beings to live up to? And I think it's pretty obvious that that's not what life is for. It's not what our incarnation is for, and that we all have enough to do to confront existing evils and attempt to remedy or at least lessen them without adding more to the mix. And it takes strength to choose to be someone who is a builder and a defender. It is the weak in spirit and the weak in character, who focus only from what can be destroyed. And that's what I got out of the verse this week. My voice is kind of going in and out on me, so I'm going to get some water, see if we can't sort that out. And I will see you guys in the next one for verse 151. So see you then. Bye for now.